what's happening no longer can be denied. Are you feeling like total shift? A lot of changes are occurring inside of us. It's an internal change for the external reality to change. Welcome to the Our Everyday Lives podcast. Today we're going to discuss these Ascension symptoms, the physical feelings that you're having, the emotions that are coming up. You might have stumbled onto this podcast today and you're saying, you know what, I have these unexplained pains. It's very intense. Intensity's out of 10. Emotions are coming up to the surface. They're really the same. We store emotions in the body, and we're moving to a place for our everyday life that we've never been before. And these things, they can't come with us. So it comes up, it allows us to deal with them. It allows us to let it go. We have to let go a lot of the things that were from our past. There's a recalibration that's occurring in the body. I'm gonna start off, sharing about my day yesterday, because whether you're called to do things, your sleeping patterns might be off, your spine might be off, especially when you feel it in your teeth. Are you feeling it in your teeth? The intensity. And again, people that are getting this message, you are a conscious creator. You're taking the ascension journey. You are not just floating about reality, a victim to everything. You're actually creating the reality. Once you go through this shift, this is an internal shift, okay? You start to have these experiences at a very high level. People across the world are feeling this. Connecting and seeing what everyone's posting and sharing on Facebook. This is out of 10 right now. It's probably an 11 out of 10. That's how intense it is. We're live. I appreciate if you click the like button. It allows others to join the live stream, catch the replay. Are you feeling exhausted? Are you feeling like total shift? This one is no joke. Over the course of our lives, we go through upgrades. We go through, some people call them a timeline shift. It's always an inner shift. It's always, so this is what you have to get through, because, and these are things that I've been studying for years. And we had certain, programs given to us in the past. It's not your thoughts that's creating all this. It's your nervous system. Are you having these experiences, having the anxiety? You're starting to experience your nervous system reset. If you're new to the channel, I have a full video on the channel page, nervous system reset. And this is something that I, went through, experienced, studied, and I realized, yeah, you know what? It really is coming from the nervous system. It's really not from the thoughts. And once your nervous system resets, I am very conscious and aware. God will set you aside. God said to me, he said, Mike, you're going to sit out here on this beautiful beach. Some people had to do this in harsher conditions, so I'm very grateful for my wilderness season that God has given me. I speak to several of you in person, and some people went through things that were more intense to sit alone. And then you start analyzing, and then you start feeling, and then you start detoxing. Detoxification is so important. You want to have a more conscious and aware experience. You want to know, like, do you know thyself? Are you feeling these things? Do you know your point of homeostasis? So if you're on this live stream today, you're sitting there, you're saying, you know what, I feel the intensity. I feel like total shift, right? Because your frequency has shifted. And you know, you're saying, okay, frequency. So then there's physical symptoms that we have. You know, yesterday I was exhausted, but in the rising, I woke up early. It's called beating the alarm. That's what I coined it. I beat the alarm by an hour, and I was just called to you know, just start scrubbing and cleaning. You know, so I started cleaning so you might be called to clean up, right? Clean up, make room. Sometimes you might need to even get rid of stuff in your house, get stuff out of your brain, get it out of that brain. Something I share on this channel. You might have a lot of crap in that brain, subconscious programs that other people gave to you. It's not even you, bro. It's not even you, sis, right? But then, you know, exhausted throughout the day, having the experience that my spine is twisted. I've gone through this. I've shared this to the community. This, you know, when these energies go high, like I'll look at myself. How am I standing in the mirror? I says, I'm crooked again. I'm crooked again. All right, so we have this, you know, the spine, especially when these energies are going through us, it's the receiver. Tesla said we are the receiver, right? I'm the receiver. And, you know, when I go through these things, I could see when I'm looking a little crooked, and there's a lot of energy that is, oh, there you go. Did you hear that? So there's the evidence, right? So you might feel this super intense energy coursing through you. Spine feels twisted. Lately been doing the afternoon naps. The afternoon nap yesterday was like the afternoon pass out cold. And I actually have like an afternoon alarm set up because I need to go and walk on the beach. So, you know, it was a deep sleep. Then I got up and I was like, wow. And I was feeling like shift. Then to be on the beach, and this is where it gets intense, right? You have the blurry vision, and it looks like the whole world, like whatever you're experiencing. And I listen to other people talk about this too. This is like literally experiencing a timeline shift. And then the vision is like shaking, like the whole, whatever you see out, this reality is shaking, okay? You could raise your hand, leave a comment if in the past 48 hours, because we kind of go through these shifts in windows or portals of time. Big upgrade happening, right? So your vision, you might go through something intense for several minutes. I encourage, all right? I basically have been walking like about an hour barefoot, walking the coastline, okay? I have a live stream here on and some videos on YouTube. I've done live streams on Facebook. Our Facebook is growing like never before. Hit me up on Facebook. The link is in the description, okay? And listening to so many people and these very, very intense symptoms at this time. This is an upgrade like never before. It is very serious because if you have to, it has to be embodiment. Your nervous system must recalibrate and reset for the embodiment of wealth. Your nervous system must recalibrate and reset for the embodiment of love, an actual, real, spiritual relationship connection. I gave this message and I said, God is giving us permanent change, not Band-Aids. If you're hearing these words and it resonates, you say, yeah, you know what? I want permanent change. I'm sick and tired of the nonsense filler people, the filler this, the filler job. It's not a vocation. You want to have a vocation in life. The pimple purge, right? I got a little one right here. I don't know if you can. If you know your point of homeostasis, okay? If you don't have acne or pimples, and then it's usually like one is because your body is purging, the energies is purging something in an area, okay? So if you're a person that has, clear skin and you don't have any acne, and then all of a sudden you see like this one pimple pop up, okay, and this energy is assisting us in the detoxification process, and it's going to eliminate through the skin. And it's usually in one random area. It's usually just one. Okay, the chat is blowing up right now. Okay, it's the random pimple that pops up. Okay, and this is a sign. This is the purge, the pimple purge. We'll call it the pimple purge, right? I'm here for the people. I'm here to teach the truth. All right, and you have to embrace this. You have to embrace the detoxification. This is all leaving the body. So we have physical symptoms, and we also have emotions. It feels like you're dying, also known as the dark night of the soul. Okay, and I shared this. I shared this with a very powerful divine feminine years ago, right? She had acne. I said, you got to take the makeup off. You got to get the face in the sun, right? And now it's all cleared up. Okay, so a lot of that stuff, if you are experiencing, like say the acne and stuff, like, well, what are we ingesting? What do we have in the body? And are you painting your face with makeup, ladies? I don't know the answer. I don't know the answer. So those that have listened to this process, they made tremendous shift, and you can't live your life, okay, afraid, okay, embarrassed to go out in the sun, right? Allow the stuff to detox, purge, right? So that is the case if a person has that. So now we're detoxing and purging. So you might have that one pimple that pops up in an area because there has to be a removal of this stuff from the past. Detoxing is so important. If you didn't see my full video, how to reset your body for optimal health, click subscribe, head over to the channel page. I utilize the Clean Slate supplement to detox. Link is in the description. Detoxification is so important. And this is why people ask, and you'll say, oh yeah, everyone's asking, why are some people totally numb to what's going on? Like if you're feeling like shift, if you feel anxiety, and you're curled up in the fetal position crying, is that you? How you doing? It's actually a good thing. It means you know where you're headed, right? You're headed to the new. You're going through Heinrich metamorphosis. It's not easy. It's not easy, okay? Not easy. And that's why we're discussing it today. Because especially when I look on Facebook and I see everyone is feeling this, especially the emotions, which we're going to get into, because we have to talk about our emotions. We don't want to shove our emotions down because they will be stored in the body, okay? Trust the timing of all this. Some people are still in denial. All right, I did if today's your first day here, listen to yesterday's podcast, right? This is happening, and there's no reason to be in denial any longer. This is happening, and the sooner that you let go of the past, that was the whole purpose of that very powerful video I did out on the beach. God says your life is over. Let go now. And the people that are letting go and allowing it to go, You're doing all right, kid. And the more that you hold on, you're going to have more of these things, right? So I could sit here today. I'm already feeling better this rising, because we're rising. We're not morning, right? We're rising. But the last several days have been very intense for me. I allow these things to go. I'm always doing my intermittent fasting, detoxification. Again, if you want to be healthy, click subscribe. And I'm sharing about my journey. People say, wow, how do you achieve that? Okay, we have daily videos, 9 a.m. Eastern. Click subscribe today. Because there's no finish line. So since I'm always in that intermittent detoxification state, and I watch that full video, how to reset your body. There was a time period where I did 3 days. And it depends on where you are in life. Everything has its seasons and cycles. I share about a lot of these things. They're not supposed to be about being in a ooh, I'm hip because I'm in this club of whatever the quote unquote spiritual practice is. It is to be utilized and then move on. I will be talking about one of them. Semen retention. If you're a man and you're getting this message and you're taking this ascension journey, I suggest that you utilize semen retention at this time. All the energy has to pull it up. The ladies might be a little upset, but you have to put ascension first, bro. It's something I've been sharing for years. Ascension comes first. You're going to feel this at the base of your spine, okay? I did a full video. I have 2 videos on semen retention. They're always getting views. I'm going to place one at the pinned comment. You're going to feel that base of the spine. If you're feeling that, you have to listen to the body and you have to pull the energy up. And if you are a man, feeling it at the base of your spine, okay, you could leave it in the comment section. Ascension comes first. That's right, Parker. Peter Parker. What's up? Yeah. So you have to stay focused. Again, and again, all these things that we do, the detoxing, so on, this is not that you have to do it every single day. I see a lot of spiritual derangement out there. You have to know your season. You have to know the moment in time. You have to listen to the body because it's the tuning fork of telling you what's really going on. And we could see this happening right now. So are you walking barefoot on the ground? Are you eating right? Did you do any detoxification? Did you go through a time period of semen retention? I don't know the answers. You do, right? We have to take ownership when the intensity is at a 10. It is at a 10 right now. And you might not be feeling good. I see this, okay? That's why I'm sharing it today. Do you feel like shift? Because you're shifting. So these are the ways that we could go about it. Emotions are coming up to the surface. Yes, Parker, the link for the clean slate is in the description. And I talk more about it in that other video. Emotions come up to the surface, the yearning. And that's why we're going through this reset. You might be yearning for, okay, something different for your work, your vocation. You might be yearning for your soul connection, maybe certain relationship. Certain things, the emotions that are coming up, they're valid. Know that it's valid at this time. There's a reason why you feel a certain way at this time. And what is this all for? What is it all for? It is for a meaningful life. I'm like an ultra spiritual master. Did you know this? And people have asked me, Mike, what's the meaning of life? I could give you the meaning of life right now, live on the air. Yeah, click the like button if you just stumbled on, do you want to know the meaning of life? Wow, this guy knows the meaning of life. I'm going to give it to you right now, kid. Oh, hold on to your seats. Right? This is like one of the deep, right, questions. People say, what's the meaning of life? What's the meaning of life? It's to live a life of meaning. That's the difference between you, a person that's out there conscious creating, and an NPC bot. Some people just do the same wash, rinse, repeat. They're not living their life. The meaning of life is to live a life of meaning. Great Balls of Fire writes, powerful. That is a tremendous name, Great Balls of Fire. I feel the Holy Spirit fire rising up right now. It's blazing. I appreciate the community being here. I love the community. Now, this is the deep stuff. What is important to you? You know, a lot of what I'm sharing, I did recently in the past couple of months. You had to get rid of the old version of yourself. That there is a battle of frequencies that's happening right now. If you made a conscious decision, please listen carefully to the message. Some people don't listen carefully. If you made a conscious decision to go on this ascension journey, to level up, there is a battle that's going on, a frequency battle. Well, what's the frequency battle, Uncle Mike? It is the frequency of your old self. It is a frequency. It's embedded in the subconscious and where you are headed. Where are you headed? A wise man once said. And the old self, this is from nature. It is the subconscious. It is trying to keep you protected. What is normal for you? Got to stay safe. It says it's actually not helping you right now. It's not helping you. So where you're headed, this frequency has to obliterate and eviscerate the previous version of yourself. This is such an important week, as I've been sharing. A lot of you know this. This is a massive reset week. That's why you feel this way. Are you getting it? Do you feel this way right now? This is why you feel. You don't just go, oh, my superhero powers are online. Do. No, you feel like crap. Yeah, you feel like crap. How many people feel like crap right now? Right? That's why this video I see blowing up right now, because people, you're sitting there, you say, you know what I feel like? I feel like crap. But it's okay, and that's why I'm here today to explain to all of you. This is why it happens. It must happen this way. It must. You have trillions of cells. 1.4 volts. You have trillions of volts of electricity going through you. I shared this years ago, I say certain things to teach, like half joking, and you're a nuclear power plant. That's how much energy you have in you, right? Some people know this energy as chi. If you ever heard of chi energy, right? It's coursing through you. Again, the nervous system, the signals, the electricity. You have electricity going through you. The nervous system reset. We are becoming a well-oiled machine, Great Balls of Fire. It is the greatest name ever. Goodness gracious. And this is because you yearn for a meaningful life. I yearn for this. And so you should watch my video, Setting Boundaries with God. You set boundaries with God? I do. Yeah. I have a personal relationship with God. Do you? That's why I am where I am today, right? You've set boundaries with the universe and God, right? And you need that meaning. I'm not going to settle for this. You are worthy. Remember the lessons. You are It's right here on this tremendous mug my sister made, right? That's why I have a very big hammer. It's a very strong, powerful hammer that I have, right? Raise the hammer, right? You're worthy. If you're worthy, you raise the hammer. This whole journey, it's so important right now. Like, I'm always teaching, but certain things are like, wow, it's so important. You have to understand you're worthy. That's why you're self-sabotaging relationships. You're sitting there, the man of your dreams is right there. You're looking at him from a distance. You're running away from him. It's you. You're self-sabotaging it because in your brain, in that brain of yours, you think that you're not worthy. I'm here to fix that programming. You got to say, I am worthy. You're sitting there, bro, and you're making like a certain level of income. Maybe sitting in a job and you're afraid. You say, oh, I'm not worthy of that. No, that's for, no, you have good stuff, bro. You have good stuff to share the world. You are worthy. Get up and get going. Now, right? That's the energy that you feel after you go through this shift. So if you are feeling like crap, okay, which I did, you might have to take a little sleepy poo, which I did yesterday. Okay? You have to recalibrate. You have to get the right nutrients in. And you might have to walk barefoot in nature. Barefoot in nature. You might say, this doesn't sound like I'm here to tell you. And I've shared with a lot of my brothers and sisters, okay? Got a great community here. Don't judge anyone. That's why more and more people resonate with your Uncle Mike, right? And some of them, they had to go away for alcoholism. And now they're doing these things, right? Because when you feel so intense, a lot of people went to that. But and that's why we're trying to make the world and everyone do things better. If you're taking those rubber soles off, and if you go on the beach or in nature for a period of time, you're going to feel, and so many people feel this. Stay away from that alcohol, bro. Right? That's right, David. And really, as you move forward in life, you really want to create the judgment-free zone. That's what we do on this channel and community. Click the like button. If that resonates, click subscribe. If you want to become healthy, wealthy, and wise, right? And it's just about, you have better routines and rituals in your everyday life. Exercise is so important. It's not to be shoved under the rug. I recently did a very powerful YouTube short on it. I just blasted a bunch of YouTube shorts out there into the universe. Check them out, right? And I put some of them in a playlist, 1-minute lessons. 1-minute lessons. This is needed, okay? Now, the butterfly, do you know about the butterfly? It basically, it goes through Heinrich metamorphosis and it like gets liquefied. The butterfly does not emerge from the cocoon after day 1. It emerges from the cocoon when the transformation is complete. If you're going on this very dark night of the soul this year in 2025, which is the 9 year, that's why. That's why. And it gets so intense right before you come out of that cocoon, okay? Smash the like button so the world hears that. Gatekeeper, thank you so much for the super chat. I'm very grateful for the support. Thanks, Mike. Perfect cast. Again, 888. The abundance is coming in, Gatekeeper. I appreciate you. Let's open those gates nice and wide today. Let's open those gates. I appreciate that. Because this is the real stuff that we have to, you can't deny this, right? I share from firsthand experience, right? More people resonate with this because you got to be real. This is not a perfect journey. There's a lot of pain right now. I got to stop. I got to share. This is where we are. So we're in it. We're in it live right now. We're live. You have to embody it, embrace that this is happening. It can't be denied. This is not something you could sweep under the rug. And the more that you are able to let go / detox, it's going to assist you. It's never going to be perfect. There's always a window of time. If I were to critique my life, I would say the past 3 days were out of control. After the eclipse, these energies are like a catalyst event. It shifts things, right? Okay, as I shared, the waters of the body need to flow. Those post, I did a video years ago, the post full moon event, the post new moon symptoms. Okay, just like if you could see how there's a little tug in the tides, well, you have water in your body, and there's a little like tug, and all of a sudden it gives you that tug, and it shifts all this stuff around in your body, and this is what's really going on right now. And a lot of people knew the power of this now moment. Synergistically, everything is adding up. We're in like the bottleneck of this ascension process. We're in the bottleneck. That's why the pressure is so high. Diamonds are formed under great pressure. God is forming us into diamonds. So, because this is going on for quite some time, and I struggle with this as well, so I'm sharing from firsthand experience, right? And we get me out of here, get me out of here. Are you saying that? I say that. I say, get me out of here, right? The caterpillar emerges from the cocoon when the transformation is complete, right? So, and we're not all the same. We're not all the same. We're not carbon copies. So you will emerge when you're ready. I appreciate that, Rebecca. You will emerge when you're ready. And this is the message that people need to hear today, because it cannot be denied. And it's going to get very intense anytime you level up. So you can utilize this as, I can't believe it. I can't believe it. And have that childlike excitement. That's how big your level up is going to be. If you're on this live stream or the replay and you say, you know what, I'm feeling like poopy. Get that poop emoji going. That's a great thing. That's a great sign, actually. You have to go through, you must go through it, because you can't remain the same. There has to be change. And that change is painful. The change is painful. It's painful to go through. It's painful to go through the dark night of the soul. I've been sitting with it for months, almost this whole year. It's just the truth. If you never saw my video on the dark night of the soul, you should watch it. And you'll be surprised how strong your physical body will get when you go through the dark night of the soul. It's on the channel page. Sometimes God says, sit with it. And you feel this pain, and you just sit with it. You sit with it. And then something greater emerges, because you're so powerful. You didn't realize how powerful you are. You didn't realize it. We all go through the same process. It's all. But it's a free will process. It's free will. Once you take that first step for ascension, once you take that first step for becoming a conscious creator, changing your life, once you go that path, you must go through this. You must go through it. Nobody that has achieved the highest heights Didn't go through. There's no free hall pass. I didn't get one neither. I'm sitting here just like all of you, feeling it right now, and we're doing this together. And a lot of people know about this year. A lot of people know about the collective. People have gone through, Ascension over the years, right? But we know, those that are very familiar with this journey, that it's happening for the whole collective now. It doesn't matter how much money you have. It doesn't matter if you have nothing. We're all the same. The labels, the financial status, it's all about energy now. It's all about energy now. None of it's going to matter. And, to talk to so many different people of different ages, different backgrounds, different wealth levels, it's all the same. I tell people all the time, if you're new, join a gym if you haven't. It's a microcosm of life. There's all different walks of life in the gym, all going towards the same goal, loving each other. I see a lot of crazy stuff. I take the pulse of society. And if you see what's going on out there, there's a lot of division. There's a lot of nasty stuff, really, to be honest with you. But all the times, and I've been training in the gyms for years. You always make beautiful friends. It's a microcosm of life. Really is. Now I have two friends. It's like I reset my whole life. They're 23 years old, and we partially train together. I still train alone, but years ago, you used to work out with your friends, and now it's all coming together. We come together through frequency, and I'm watching this all play out. It plays out a certain way, but this is where we are in life, and we're ready for this big level up. So it is. I appreciate that, Rebecca. And that's what we have to do, is be the lighthouse and realize that our health is the true wealth. It's something my mother taught me when I was a boy. She said, Michael, you could always make more money. Your health. What is it worth? I've learned this so strongly over the years, especially if you've spent time alone or have had run-ins with, how you doing, right? It's not, love is, if you have that divine counterpart, that's the gold. That is the gold. It is the gold. The money is, we don't want to say those things because we're always bringing in wealth. But once you achieve, and your needs are always taken care of. We're putting that out today. Your needs are always taken care. But what do you need billions for? I shared this before as well. It's like, you have this big mansion. Oh, it's worth millions of dollars, this mansion. Oh, look, he's living in a mansion, but the rooms are empty. People, and again, this is always the case in the world. I'm just helping everyone know what's important in life. Stop running away from connections, run towards them. Because in the end, you're gonna get all this wealth. You're driving around the fancy car, but what is it actually worth? It's just it's masking it. Because as humans, as spiritual loving beings, we actually yearn for companionship and friendships. It's fun. I have my friends, and we're just like talking, hanging out in the gym, and it just makes life better. Just hanging out with the bros. It's a different experience. So regardless of what it is, if it's romantic or friendships or whatever, this is a big change that's happening, and it happens in waves. And then it starts exponentially happening. And we see this right now because when it gets so intense, then it happens. It's always darkest before the dawn. If you're hearing this message today and you feel like shift, it feels very intense, you have all these symptoms, that's a great sign, okay? I appreciate everyone that just stumbled on. Could you kindly put a like on this live stream podcast today? And if you're hearing me in the car on YouTube Music, let me know how it is. You want to start your day the right way. Right? It really is, Robert. You don't want to be numb to life. You want to feel these things. You have to process these things. You know, you are processing, if you're getting this message, you're processing things not only for yourself, but for your family lineage. It's deep-rooted stuff in the DNA, ladies and gentlemen. Deep-rooted stuff. And when you get down into the roots, it's very painful. You might feel this. So when you're going through this pain and the emotions are coming up and you feel like the roots and you feel this deep pain, you can't even put it into words. Yeah, that's the dark night of the soul. And I'll share that as well. Dark night of the soul. Semen retention. I got to go back. I'm distributing all the work. This takes years of work to study all this stuff. Ascension is not overnight. I've seen this. I've seen this with fake quote unquote spiritual people. Do you see them? Do you know them? It's the same people that I see in the gym or the man I heard in the radio. I always share this, you know, this is the problem with the world. The man in the radio, as I'm leaving the gym, driving home in the fasted state, training and doing cardio and sitting in the sauna, he goes, do you want to lose weight? You don't have to work out fast or do cardio. Just take this pill and you could. Oh man. So again, if you are on this journey, this is a journey of empowerment. This is a journey of taking ownership. You have to get to the root of the problem. I know a lot of people out there, they'll hop from relationship to relationship. But the girl that's doing the inner work, and she's doing it, that's the girl you want, bro. It's just the truth. Do the inner work. Do the inner work, right? It's just, and again, a lot of this is the modern society. People don't want to hear it. That's cool. It's you. If you're on this channel, if you're focused, your attention, you are inspiring to do better with your life. There's the great pretenders. Do you want to be a great pretender, or do you want lifelong, permanent change? Lifelong, permanent change, that's why you're here. Little Band-Aid, it happens. A little blip, but it doesn't last. It doesn't last. That's why we have to get to the deep-rooted issues now. Do it now, get it over with, and this way you actually get it. You have to get a deep cleanse, okay? Now I still do my intermittent fasting, but I went through a period where I did deep fasting, right? Now I'm talking to the guys, especially like if you work out and stuff, it's not always about getting bigger, bro. Got to get bigger, bro. Sometimes you got to say, you know what? I got to get in there. I got to get the deep, I got to clean autophagy, right? Get it all out. You hold. This is like the greatest channel in the universe. Anyone that's hearing me today, share. I don't know how to do all these. Share the channel. I'm not like, super tech savvy. Share this if it resonates. You hold traumas, cellular memories. So you don't want to hold on to it. You have to go through a pruning period. And we could do it detoxing the body or pruning people out of our lives or cleaning the house. Galactic Guardian, I'm very grateful for the super chat. Thank you so much for the support. Keep on flowing towards divine love. I love that, Galactic Guardian. Thank you so much for that. Appreciate it. Keep flowing towards divine love. I mean, this is how people like me are wired. Do you want like that, the great stuff in life, or you just hopping around? I don't know the answer. Passion, love, right? I recently did a full video on unconditional love. You should check it out. Yeah, we're not all the same, Sabrina. Absolutely. I love you, Sabrina. We have to realize that. We all, and this is why my video on how social media, your life, tremendous, you should watch it. Okay, you're comparing, you're looking at people, but they have a different life journey than you. There are things, I'm just giving it to you straight, okay, where people see me, world famous, but there's certain attributes that I can do lickety split easy, and some things take, for my life journey, it takes me longer. Because it's my journey. I can't compare myself to other people when it comes to that. You can't do the same thing either. And then also in this modern world, you have people that just kind of, I don't know, narcissistic. They pretend. They put a whole show on. And I hope that even if one of you hears this, and this, you say, you know what? I don't have to do that anymore. I could delete all this fake stuff. People in the world will play pretend, especially if you're a single individual like I am. Don't look. Sometimes, listen, I know the truth. There are divine couples, and there are couples out there. They are a train wreck, and they're destroying each other. You will see people on the internet, and then you're going to feel sad for yourself. But their life is absolute chaos. It's absolute chaos. And you could sit there and say, I'm free. I'm free. Okay, please smash the like button. Please smash the like button if I'm speaking the truth. Some people in life, on social media, they show you how they want you to believe their life is. And this is why it's terrible. It's causing a lot of depression in the world. But you have to realize this, bro. You have to realize this, sis. A lot of these people, they're actually miserable. They just pretend. A lot of people play pretend in the world. But what's the truth? What are you actually seeing out there? What are you seeing out there? A lot of people, they fell for a lot of things recently. Trying to hold it in. Trying to hold it in. It's so hard to hold it in. They go out there, right? I can't hold it in. I'm doing the best I can. I'm trying to give the vibes for the podcast. But there's people in the world. There's people out there. Yeah. There's people in the world. And they see it. I saw it on TV. I saw it on TV. It's gotta be real. It's gotta be real. I saw it on TV. All right then. You saw it on TV, kid. I couldn't hold it in. I'm sorry. I'm doing the best I can. I really am. I'm trying to be ultra serious, but sometimes I'm just a big kid. So if you enjoy that and you appreciate that, please smash the like button, click subscribe. We have a big journey. The journey has just begun because this is the greatest level up that we've ever had. Okay, Silver Sage writes, there are many great pretenders out there. Love your authenticity, Michael. I appreciate that, Silver Sage. Okay, know this in the world. There's a lot of illusions. There's a lot of great pretenders out there. Stay authentic, stay focused, do the inner work at this time. I know it's not so easy. If you are feeling like poopy poop, you are leveling up like never before. Know this. Okay, you know this has got to be a big kid, Becky Drew. The inner child is the way of manifestation. Okay, these are all things I discuss on this channel. Grateful for the community support. Before I get off, click like, click subscribe. Daily videos, 9 a.m. Eastern time. Go to the channel page, visit the first playlist, check out the YouTube shorts, and our Facebook is exploding. Hit me up on Facebook, and there's more posts all day long on Facebook. The link is in the description. We're sharing, we're collaborating. Remember, collectively, we're greater than the sum of our parts, and it's a big reset. And remember that you have fun with other people. You learn. Got to get out of the basement. You look at the wall all day. You run away from relationships all day. You don't learn that way. You don't learn anything about life that way. What's the meaning of life? Again, what did I teach you today? It is to have a life of meaning. And your life will be enriched when you actually, right, have friendships, right? Love, relationships, passion, vocation. Are you doing stuff just to make money, or are you doing stuff because your soul, it drives your soul? You wake up in the morning, say, I gotta do this. It comes from a different place. All these things come from a different place. It's all about our soul. It's a massive change that's happening. I love you all. I am the defender of our everyday lives. No matter what comes your way, light warriors, just keep going. Absolutely. We feel it. It's time. Okay? Links will be here. Check them out. Expand your consciousness. Raise the frequency. I love you all. Keep going.